Hello everyone, this is Flammy and welcome back. We are here with part 3 of my base build. So we're here with Derp and we are rebuilding my Town Hall 8 base. As you can see, it is currently in the process of deconstruction and reconstruction. So I have finished destroying everything that used to be here and moved everything out to the sides, and I'm slowly moving stuff back towards the center. So in this part 3, we will be continuing building up the core center and perhaps working on some of the sort of what I consider like the mid-range things. So the things you sort of want to protect, but don't really have all the capabilities to fully protect. So they're sort of partially protected. So maybe we'll get that far. If not, we'll just try to get as many defenses down as possible. So if you have missed out on the previous ones, I have done 2 base builds already, which have gotten me to this phase. In each of these base builds videos, I attack at first, and then I build, and then I do another attack at the end. So that's the plan for this one as well. So let's go ahead and get on the offensive. Try to get some gold primarily, but as well as just any resources. And as well as boost our trophy count up a little bit, but that's very much a third priority. So searching. How much are we looking for? Well, in all the other ones, I've had some pretty good luck. I've been able to get well above 100,000 gold each time, and as well as getting some other resources. Ooh, there's another good one. This is looking potentially very good. Okay, so the fact this Town Hall 8 means I can steal a lot from it, so there's no penalty for just attacking him straight off the bat. I would guess that he's inactive, and I would guess that... It's hard to tell, but I would guess that all the resources are in the storages, or the collectors and mines. Man, why do I always do that? So, another thing that's really nice about this base is that all of the gold mines are together on the left side. Oh wait, I take it back. So some of the elixir is certainly going to be in the center. How much, I don't know. So I'm going to certainly attack and get as much as this as possible. First, let's check for clan castle. Okay, none. Somewhat to be expected because of the tombstones sort of indicate that. Take out some other stuff. Just take it out for free, and then we'll deploy more heavily. Depending on how much gold I manage to get out of these mines, we might attack more heavily and try to get into the center. Although I think I'll probably avoid that, just cost-effective wise, probably won't be quite as good. Okay, 4 giants. Spread them out for distraction. We are going to use goblins in this case, just so we have them. Don't need to use archers, so yes, don't have to. But, archers sort of what I have the most of, so yes. Alright, that right there should get all this gold. And how much is left over? 36,000. So 36,000 gold in the center. We're not going to be attacking to get that much gold. I expect there to be more elixir than that, but let's go find out. Alright, so continuing. We can pick this single one off completely for free. The wizard tower is not out of the range to protect it. These other ones, though, yeah, they're all protected. So, 2 are inside the walls down here at the bottom, and the others are up here exposed. So, we're going to go for... I guess we'll go for all of them. Yeah, we don't have enough goblins to quite deal with all of them, so I think I'm going to save the goblins for the bottom right, and in exchange go for this with just infantry, which means we're going to deploy fairly heavily to take out these barracks and then get them, but not insanely heavily. We should be able to do most of this with barbarians, and that's looking pretty good. To help us out down here, let's send a wall breaker in. Only got 3. Looks like I miscued that right there. Wall breaker is in, and then we're sending in the goblins on the offensive to get this elixir on the bottom. So hopefully the wizard tower won't kill all of them. It's relatively low level, so yes, they escaped. And this one, it's about half alive still, so I'll just send in the last 5, which should be worth it. Oh, they're going to the center. Very interesting strategy-wise. Alright, I'll just leave that last bit of elixir then. Not a problem. Alright, that was really quick and really easy. I found that base quickly and got some good resources from it. So that was absolutely the correct analysis on my part. I wasn't completely confident all the resources would be in the mines, or the majority of them would be, but I was pretty sure that was the case. So yes, that was accurately done on my part, as well as I got 1 star, so get a bit of trophies. Should get 6 trophies, as well as a loot bonus from the new league system. Indeed we did. So that was a really fast 125,000 gold, as well as a really good chunk of elixir. So that was also part of it that really attracted me. It had both good gold, well, solid gold, not amazing gold, but good gold, as well as a good ton of elixir. So got all of that, and let's head on back and first queue and then rebuild. Alright, I should have this filled. Yes, I do. I'm not currently in my normal clan. Normally Derp lives in Reddit clan, but I'm currently visiting a friend. So yes, that is why I'm not in Reddit. Alright, so actually the army looks like it's very queued up, and the numbers look very good. So let's check it. So 740, 5 minutes, so that's going to need some more. 6 minutes. That's going to need some less, and 6 minutes. So let's balance these out a little bit. Need to take out of here. And 8 minutes. That shouldn't be so high. Actually, I need to do wall breakers. How many wall breakers? I think it's 4. Yeah, it's 4 wall breakers. So we gotta do wall breakers. Before we forget. So 8 minutes of wall breakers there. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. And 7 minutes. Perfect. Alright, job complete. Let's go ahead and queue up the giants for afterwards. Oh wait, I need a couple more supply. Oh, a couple less supply. Alright, cancel out some of those. Okay, good enough. So I realized I was at 203. I didn't quite balance it after adding wall breakers, but now we are good. So 3 giants in each of those, and then we can just pump up this number of archers. No, I can't because there's wall breakers. Alright, back to the construction. Let's go put the rest of our critical defenses in here. So we've got mortar, mortar, wizard, wizard, wizard. That leaves 1 mortar outside somewhere still, and there it is. All these you'll notice are maxed out, so that is perfect. And none of them will be under construction anytime soon because they are maxed out as well. Now I want to include at least 1 air defense in the center, so I'll bring this over as well. I'm going to swap around exactly which ones go where later, and not worry about that quite so much now. Some of the storages will definitely be better protected than others, and this is absolutely advantageous because it means, for example, right now, I have a lot of gold and a lot of elixir, especially elixir, but the gold I care about more. So the fact that I've got 1.3 million gold, I consider that equal to having 2.6 million elixir. Also, the way they steal it, it means they probably can steal the same amount of each. On the other hand, my dark elixir, while I do have some, it's only 5,000. So that means not very much to be able to be stolen from this, so my vulnerability in terms of the dark elixir storage is a lot less. So I don't mind, currently that is, protecting the dark elixir storage less. So as such, as I started this conversation off as, I don't mind moving it towards some place that's slightly less protected, and in exchange putting something that's slightly more protected in its place. But for now, let's go ahead and put in walls, and basically, yes, put in walls that are needed. Those go here. Oh, wait, those don't go there. Yes, those do not go there. Because that needs to be another building. So let's put them here. Perfect. And I think we need 4 segments long piece. And this will go right here. So I guess we can talk about something else. Let's figure out what to talk about. I talked about in the first video why I've got all these low-level walls, so that has been answered. Barbarian King. Let's talk about Barbarian King. So I've gotten him up to level 5, which I'm pretty happy with. Obviously, it's sort of the thing where you just like keep doing as much as possible, and then eventually you you just get him up and slowly keep getting him up. But for now, my goal is just to get him up when possible. The only other possible ways to spend Dark Elixir are, first of all, through minions, right here. Alternatively, through my other higher level ones, which I can't currently unlock. So I have Valkyries unlocked, or I have Hog Riders unlocked, and I'm currently working on Valkyries. And I want to continue upgrading that. So, but I can't currently build that now. And I don't really love Valkyries or Hog Riders, what they do, quite as much. So I'm probably not going to be spending any Dark Elixir on that anytime soon. Beyond that, though, there are some other good purposes to spend Dark Elixir, but they are secondary. So the other big one is going to be upgrading units. So as you can see, 10,000 Dark Elixir for minions, or 20,000 for the Hog Rider. Both of these are very expensive compared to this. So this costs, well, I guess not really expensive, but in terms of reward versus cost, so cost-reward analysis. So this costs 20,000 and some change right there. Meanwhile, this over here costs a good chunk as well. How much does this increase it by? Well, it increases the cost by 1. That's not very significant. It increases the health by 5. In terms of minions, this doesn't matter at all because they're really weak anyways. If they get hit by anything, they're probably dead in 1 to 2 shots, so 5 extra health doesn't really matter. Damage, a little bit of extra damage is nice, but it's less than 10%. So, I mean, it's really not that worth it. And this is a full 10,000 Dark Elixir. I mean, maybe I'll get around to it eventually, but not for now. Not for now, indeed. Let's keep building, though. Let's keep building, indeed. Alright, so we're getting to the phase where I want to start doing some lesser defenses. But I want to sort of look at how these are going to interact. So how many sort of critical defenses do I have? So I've got, or how many compartments do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 compartments, 6 compartments, and then a half. So 6.5 compartments. Ideally, these would be placed out 2 by 2 by 2. So currently they're not, so I guess I can work on that. And let's put them... Ooh, tough decisions. How about we do this? This is clever. I like this, actually. How about we do that right there? So, by doing this, we keep everything roughly square. You see this, everything's roughly square. All the critical things are roughly together, and that's good. You want them to be close together. And at the same time, they're protecting one another. So that looks very good right there. That's clever. Now, what am I going to do with all the other things? Now, let's take a little quick analysis at how many walls I have. So far, we've been very efficient with our wall usage. Now, going outwards, I want to do single walls. Now, this might seem slightly weird. Why do I want to do single walls on the outside? What do I mean by single walls? I guess I should define this fully first. Single walls look like this. Humpty-dum. Well, let's take these 3. And take this just for an example, and then surround it by walls. Dup, 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 dup. And I guess we can borrow this right here for now. Please select row. Thank you. And then we'll take 5 of these. Alright, so this right there, this archer tower is surrounded by walls. I consider this like a single pocket, a single defense. So it's completely isolated on its own and is very well protected. Anything that's going to attack it melee is going to have to break through some walls, and by breaking through those walls, they don't get access to 2 buildings like they do in these cases. So breaking into the gold storage also automatically breaks into the mortar. So why do I bother having single defense pockets for the outside of my base, where I already have said that these are my most valuable defenses? Why do I do it single for those, and or double for the valuable ones, and single for the less valuable ones? Well, this all comes down to wall breakers. So the way I want to handle wall breakers is how I deal with how these things are placed out. So wall breakers are targeting units or defenses which are I guess they are targeting units as well. What they do is they target defenses that are behind walls, and specifically trapped behind walls. So this means they're either very far away to walk around the wall, or completely enclosed, like in this case right here. However, this is sort of more a science. This is an art rather than a science, so there's no definitive thing to say for sure. Wall breakers will always act this way, but I can just sort of treat it how wall breakers will usually act this way, and that's how I design for them. So, in terms of how I want to design for them, is I want to make sure my defenses are as spaced out in such a way that they cannot be attacked by wall breakers to break into multiple compartments at once, as well as I want to have my individual compartments for my defenses in individual compartments, so it maximizes the number of compartments I actually have. Hopefully that explains where I'm coming from. I think it does pretty well. I'm going to start laying out a rough approximation of where I want my defenses to be. Includes the Barbarian King. So this is going to be alternating archer towers and cannons. Let's put the cannon next. I'm going to adjust this. You'll see very much so. I'm going to fine-tune this and adjust this. Ooh, we gotta have an air defense in here somewhere. Actually got 2 air defenses, so I think we're going to put 1 air defense on this side. Ooh, yeah, let's kick out the archer tower. Where's my other air defense? Here it is. We'll put this over here. What I'm trying to do is just make my base even, so it's not weak on any sides, it's not strong on any sides. This means that there will be no vulnerabilities, and that is what I'm going for. Alright, with those air defenses there, probably want this air defense over here somewhere. And with that air defense there, let's see about the last few archer towers and stuff. Let's move these walls out of the way. The last couple of flags, get them out. How are we doing on time? Well, in a minute or two, I'm going to have to pause and look at doing another attack. We have got our army complete, and that is good. I'll queue up some archers just in case for next time. Let's go up to 30. Let's just place his last few defenses in their rough approximate positions, and then we'll start looking at how the walls interact with one another, because that is going to be the next critical thing that we want to balance out. Alright, how many other defenses do we have? Got another cannon. And looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Hum-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Now, you might think that this initial layout looks really weird, and it does a little bit, I'll give you that. But it is going to be adjusted. I'm working on really the walls right now. I'm building up these compartments, and then I can easily adjust what's actually in the compartments later. And the best part is I can adjust them on the fly, too. So if I decide that, I want to focus quickly on air defense, I can suddenly swap some air defenses towards the center. This allows me to respond to whatever situation I'm encountering. So certain trophy count, if there's lots of dragon attacks, I can quickly respond to dragon attacks. And if I drop down the next day, I don't have to completely redesign my base. Instead, I can just swap around where certain defenses are and better respond to those threats that are coming at me. Alright, so I think those are all the defenses except for the Teslas, and they're just sort of a special case, so I'll look at those later. And for now, we are going to go, once again, on the offensive. Alright guys, I'm going to have to cut it here. What happened was I started searching and just lost connection. I didn't actually start attacking, so that was good. But what happened was it made me restart the app, and I restarted the app, and then it crashed again. And no, this time it didn't actually desync, it just crashed to the home screen. And I tried to restart it a couple times, and it didn't work, so I'm just going to edit that out and end it here. So in the next part, we will continue with an offensive that you were expecting right here. Sorry about that, it just screwed up on me. And, yep, I'm going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. I'm trying to put out Clash of Clans videos every day, and you can catch the further parts of this base build if you subscribe. Beyond that, if you have missed out on the previous parts of this base build, check out the description of this video and you can watch them. And if you guys have already subscribed, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate your ongoing support, of course, for watching and for subscribing, liking, and commenting. All those support my channel and my videos, so I do appreciate it when you do so. Thank you guys very much. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Be back very soon, probably tomorrow, for base build part 4. Alright guys, thanks, and have a great day.